What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. If you give me the HKO special, help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. All right, so we're gonna get into this. This transgender individual injures three girls. Yes, and the team ended up forfeiting at the half. So first, let's take a look at the article here. So here we go. So let's get into this right here. All right. So high school basketball player who identify as a girl accused of causing injuries in the game. Opponents forfeit. So yep, collegiate charter school of Lowell forfeited after three injuries to the ready depleted team against Kipp Academy. So, a girls' basketball game between two Massachusetts schools made waves earlier this month after one team forfeited against their opponent, which had a biological male who identifies as female on the court. A source told Fox Digital News. The Collegiate Charter School of Lowell forfeited against Kipp Academy, which resides in Lynn, Massachusetts. At halftime, Kipp was leading the game 31-14, but the game goes into the record as a 10-0 win. So the video circuit on Monday showing one player for the collegiate charter wrestling for a rebound with a biological male athlete from Kipp Academy. Some have expressed concern after the girl for collegiate charter was injured in a play after hitting the court, grabbing her back in pain. So a source told Fox News that a biological male who identifies as female is more than 6 feet tall and has facial hair. So the trans-identified male player for Kipp Academy in Massachusetts injured three girls before halftime, causing Lowell Collegiate Charter to forfeit. So a man hitting a woman used to be called domestic. Now it's called brave. So who actually watches and actually think this is compassionate? So I'm gonna take you to the video. So there you go. So here's the video. So take a look. Jeez. Yep, and she can barely move. Yeah, she's hurting her back. And geez, and this guy has no business being on the court. So there you go. Now going back to the article. So yeah, so Kipp Academy did not immediately answer a request for clarification regarding the athlete's gender identity. So yes, and prior to this injury, two others have suffered by a collegiate charter team that was only carrying 8 players the bench due to injuries in previous game. It is unknown if these injuries occurred during plays involved the biological male athlete. So the charter spokesman Casey Creighton released a statement which indicated the school's approval of coaches Orton's decisions to forfeit at halftime, especially considering the team's playoff game was close. So there we go. March 8th, the coach of the collegiate school of Lowell girls decided to end the game at halftime after watching a third player injured in the game, with Kipp Academy, the statement read. So here's the thing. The bench was already depleted going into the game with a 12-player roster, having 4 players unable to play. So that means they have 8 players available. When the coach saw 3 more go down in the first half, leaving with 5 players, he made the call to game early. The upcoming charter school playoffs were looming, and he needed a healthy and robust bench in 4 days. Yes. So, yes, however, the statement also alluded to the remaining healthy girls expressing concern to their coach about continuing to play. Once the third was injured, the remaining 5 expressed concern to him about continuing to play. The players feared getting injured and not being able to compete in the playoffs. Wow. So, an effort safety for his team, he decided to forfeit. So, the school charter supports this decision and reiterates its value of both inclusivity and safety for all students. So, we take the standards set by the MIA and our Board of Trustees seriously and strive to uphold them on and off the court when we allow the following guidelines for the MIA and the state laws and equity for student athletes. So here it is. The Massachusetts Intercollegiate Athletic Association Handbook states in Section 43.3-1 that a student shall not be excluded for participation on the gender-specific sports team that is consistent with the student's bona fide gender identity. And however, the handbook states that the rule cannot be enacted if the roster move has the purpose of gaining a competitive advantage. So when a school district submits a roster to MIA, it is verifying that it's determined that the student listed on the gender-specific sport teams are eligible to participate either based on the gender listed on the official birth certificate, based on the bona fide gender identity that has no students including on the roster solely for the purposes of gaining an unfair advantage in competitive athletics. So, yep. So the MIA shall defer to the determination of student in the schools regarding gender classification. So, yeah, geez, I'm just gonna just get on with this. So, yep. And of course, yeah, KIPP is that every child grows up to free and create the future for themselves and their communities. But we're letting a lot of biological males get onto that. So, yep. So, and they were aware that the season with a biological athlete was on the roster during that game. So, yeah. But, they're doing things a little crazy in Massachusetts. It's nuts. So, that's where we're at. So, yeah. So, the transgender injures, I don't know if they injured the two prior, but no matter what, that's 3 injuries. And I don't know if they want to say or not say, but yeah. But one, it's the transgender male that injures that one girl. So the laws over there, they better do something or else we're going to see more girls injured and hurt. And sooner or later, what's next? Female players got to die? Is that the thing for these states to wake up with this? Because come on, it's happening in California. It's happening in a lot of these woke states, man. And yeah, it's scary. And I'm just gonna, and what do you do? What do you do? So, and Riley Gaines is doing something. So hopefully something gets done with her. But, more likely it's going to be a tough road. All right. So if you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKL special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So other than that, I will see you in my next video.